Welcome back. Today we are exposing the most dangerous, insidious, and misunderstood personality type in existence, the dark empath. For decades, psychology taught us that psychopaths and narcissists were the most dangerous people because they completely lacked empathy. But a terrifying new reality has emerged. What happens when a predator actually possesses deep, intuitive empathy, but uses it entirely for malicious purposes? You get the dark empath. To understand the dark empath, you must understand the two types of empathy. Cognitive empathy is the ability to logically understand what someone else is feeling. Affective empathy is the ability to physically feel what someone else is feeling. A normal psychopath lacks both. A normal empath possesses both. The dark empath, however, is a psychological anomaly. They possess incredibly high cognitive empathy, meaning they can read your emotions flawlessly, but they lack affective empathy, meaning they absolutely do not care that you are suffering. This makes them the ultimate emotional snipers. While a loud, grandiose narcissist is easy to spot because they are arrogant and abrasive, the dark empath is covert. They are charming, deeply perceptive, and they genuinely understand you. When you meet them, they will make you feel completely seen and validated. They will listen to your deepest traumas, ask the perfect questions, and mirror your emotional state. You will believe you have found your soulmate or your best friend. But they are not connecting with you, they are mapping your psychological architecture. Once a dark empath understands exactly what makes you tick, they use that knowledge to destroy you with surgical precision. If they want to hurt you, they don't use generic insults. They use their cognitive empathy to find your absolute deepest insecurity, the one thing you hate about yourself, and they strike it flawlessly. They will say something devastating, but frame it as genuine concern. I'm only telling you this because I care about you, but everyone thinks you're too emotionally unstable for this job. This is gaslighting layered with weaponized empathy. Let's discuss their use of the reluctant hero complex. A dark empath loves to manufacture a crisis in your life, completely behind the scenes, just so they can swoop in and rescue you. They will quietly sabotage a project, ruin a relationship, or create a financial panic, and then immediately appear as the calm, supportive savior. Because they understand your emotional distress perfectly, their comfort feels deeply genuine. This creates an incredibly intense trauma bond. You become entirely dependent on the person who is secretly causing all of your suffering. Another terrifying tactic is their mastery of malicious forgiveness. When a normal person forgives you, it brings closure. When a dark empath forgives you, it is an act of psychological warfare. They will constantly remind you of a minor mistake you made years ago, heavily emphasizing how incredibly gracious and forgiving they are for looking past it. They use forgiveness to establish absolute moral superiority and keep you in a permanent state of guilt and psychological debt. We must also understand how they use self-deprecation to disarm you. A narcissist will tell you how amazing they are. A dark empath will do the exact opposite. They will use fake vulnerability. They will confess a minor flaw or express a fake insecurity to appear humble and highly relatable. This triggers your protective instinct and forces you to compliment and validate them. They have successfully manipulated you into serving their ego, while tricking you into thinking they are deeply humble. Finally, the most dangerous aspect of a dark empath is their ability to emotionally detach at will.